Truth is making a comeback. America's Top Stories with Lisa K. Donner.
And now for this week's parting shot. It's bad enough that women are hard-pressed to find a blouse without puffy sleeves these days. And there's the ghastly resurgence of bell-bottoms, God help us. While the Nike swoosh has knelt before the altar of Kaepernick, big-name designers who fill the runways with anorexics in outrageously expensive clothing have been taking heat from the PC police. Now it appears that a few of Vogue's finest have had enough of the fashion tyranny. The political left has been turning the screw on the elite designers to ply their craft in woke terms. There's always been a connection between couture and culture, but the toxic politics of late have been pressing in on the famed fashion houses to conform or else. If you know anything about designers, it's that these are people who march to their own beat. Still, some of the industry giants have responded by creating PC clothing. There's one runway snapshot that looks like a row of burqas on steroids. Others are producing androgynous clothing that isn't, well, not very feminine. Then there's the fashion faux pas, the perception of racism that has landed many a designer in political fashion purgatory. A firestorm erupted over a piece from Gucci's Pret-a-Porter collection this year. What provoked the ire of the PC Gestapo was a face sweater that they say resembles blackface. Then there's the Burberry saga. The Burberry fall runway featured a sweater that appears to have a noose around its neck. Once it was spotted and called out, Burberry gushed forth with a flurry of unreserved regrets. Politically incorrect fashion scandals have cascaded down on others, including the famed houses of Dior, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Celine, and Saint Laurent. The supposed fashion felonies include too many Caucasians, not enough blacks on the runways, the models are too thin, the sexy ads objectivize women and are called out as porno chic. One of the most bizarre transgressions of the year involved not clothing, but perfume. Dior came under fire for its Sauvage perfume because an advertisement showcased Indians doing a traditional Native American dance. The left went bonkers until someone pointed out that Dior wasn't calling the natives savages. Sauvage in French means wild. A Celine executive said enough already in a recent interview. Quote, demagogic political correctness has become a kind of tragic tyranny of the literal. In response to the leftist outrage, quote, it feels like tolerance has switched sides, unquote. Anthony Vaccarello of Saint Laurent made headlines during the Paris Week of Fashion by complaining that the couture industry has taken on a witch hunt atmosphere, where it's impossible to have an opinion that even goes against the culture of political correctness. The world of high fashion is, by its very nature, outrageous. Millions of women the world over have wondered aloud, who would ever wear this stuff after viewing the creations of the elite designers? This shocking and extreme couture becomes the sartorial bones of the mega million-dollar ready-to-wear industry, though. And the designers know that bottom line, women want to look and feel beautiful in their clothes, and for the most part, don't give a hoot about Indian dances, cultural appropriation, or people who are offended by anything and everything. It will be fascinating to see whether the left has met its match in the business world, or if the world of fashion will grovel and kowtow to the leftists wearing last year's jackboots. And that's my parting shot.
Truth is making a comeback. Visit us at libertynation.com.